Hey everyone, Tanner Cherney up here in Devils Lake, North Dakota checking in. Just wanted to give everyone a quick synopsis of what we've been seeing this last week, run through my bobber setup, give everyone an idea on what water temps, how the bite is, things like that. After talking to a lot of people this last week, it seems like the walleye spawn's been kind of all over the board. You know, it's not just that we had one, 3-4 day window and the fish all spawned and here we are. It's been kind of all over, hit and miss in certain areas, but I think we're now with this consistent 70-80 degree temps we've had, everything is on that back end of the spawn. We're seeing water temps spiking up to 55 degrees. Afternoons again have been the best. You can still catch fish right now, pitching jigs, which you're gonna be able to do for the foreseeable future, probably the next month or so, in that 5 to 7 feet of water along the weed beds. But the pitching jigs thing also coincides with one of my favorite things to do on Devils Lake this time of the year, which is bobber fish. And I tell you what, if you're like me, I love chasing flags on tip-ups in the winter, and this right here brings me back to my childhood memories, sitting there on the side of the boat, watching that bobber dunk below the surface of the water. It gets the heart racing and brings back a lot of great memories. So I love to target fish this time of year with bobbers, because you can get that natural presentation with a jig, small jig, or just a plain number 6 hook with a leech on there, or even a minnow, and you can get that away from your boat, and you're not spooking those fish, and it just is a slower presentation. And you find it in the mornings when maybe the bite hasn't picked up for water temp raising, that the bobbers will outfish pitching jigs. But the other thing is, in North Dakota, you can have 2 lines, so it gives you the ability to either have 2 bobbers out there and just sit back and relax, sip on your coffee, or throw a bobber out one side of the boat and pitch the other side. So it's a great way to double down, find out what those fish are liking. Just wanted to get everyone an idea on how I run my bobbers. So I've just got a simple rod and reel set up here, and what I've got, I'll get a little slack out of the line, is a simple fill slip bobber. I've got it on 8-pound braid, and then right below the bobber, I've got my fluorocarbon. You could run monofilament, but I like fluorocarbon. When you've got these fish looking at this bobber set up in the water, IDing it, looking at it, they don't see the braided line. This is a little bit more invisible in the water, so you have a better chance of that fish not figuring out what the heck you are. I've got a couple split shots here just to keep the lure vertical, and then you can run a plain hook, or I've got just a little 16th ounce pink jig head here. A lot of guys run a variety of different things, and then I usually hook my leech right there. And you know what? You throw a little depth bomb on there, get it about a foot to 18 inches off the bottom, and you're set. Perfect way to target walleyes this time of the year in Devils Lake. If you're coming up anytime in the next couple weeks, find those weed beds, 5 to 7 feet of water, find a little bit warmer water at 55, even 57 degrees. You'll have some success, and as the day progresses, you're gonna find that bite's only gonna progress and get better and better as we move into evening and even up until sundown. Shore fishermen, same thing. I throw on a Lindy rig with a leech, bobber like this if you can get your depth set correctly, and also pitching shallow with the jigs and paddle tails. So if you're coming up, use the hashtag DevilsLakeND. We love to see what everyone's doing out there, whether you're hiking, fishing, camping, water sports, whatever it may be. Get out, enjoy the beauty we have up here in the beautiful Devils Lake area. We'll keep you updated as we move through spring.